I didn't go too far because I thought the very next purl row was quite interesting and something I should show you. I've done the 3 stitches for Postman Pat's hand, and as you remember in the previous row I had to carry the Air Force Blue along because I needed to start it on this next row, but now I've got to carry the black along because on this stitch is a single stitch again, which is part of the uniform. It staggers 1 stitch. So once again, the black was here, I need to carry it over here 3 stitches. So what I'm doing is I'm going to bring the Air Force Blue up, and I've carried the black. As you can see, it's caught underneath. I don't need to twist it because I'm just carrying it. I'm not about to use it. And I need to knit the Air Force Blue, or purl the Air Force Blue, 2 stitches. Because on the 3rd stitch is when I need to use the black. So there's the stitch below. I've staggered 1 stitch. You can see where the blue below, where that I carried, you can see it there. Now, bringing up the black, and I am going to twist it just to make sure that it stays secure. So I've twisted it underneath the blue, as you can see. I'll then purl that. Whoops. I will then purl it and just take that back. So you can see it's twisted, not too tight. I've purled it. And now I need to purl with the Air Force Blue again. It doesn't need tying in because it's really quite okay at the moment. It would definitely need to be tied in on the way back. So now I just carry on with the Air Force Blue. And when we get to this last stitch, working over it, you can see the black there, so just tug that down because that's an end yarn. And we're back to Postman Pat's hand. We need to knit 2 or purl 2 pinks here. So you can see where the pink thread is looping through the stitches there. What I need to do is pull it a little bit tighter. Make sure you don't pull the end thread out. Purl 2 stitches. Pull the end thread back down again. There you go. Just a bit taut, there you go. And now just loop the blue underneath. Only 1 stitch. And then we have black all the way along. So because it's on a stitch holder, I loop it around under the blue. Make sure it's not the end yarn. Make sure it's the stitch holder. Here it comes. So you can see it's looping under the blue. Okay, so let's just pull that white down, pull that black down. I'm going to take the black over now because this is, fair enough, this is a few black stitches. So I go like so, 2, so I'm knitting across all the white, the pink, right to the end of Jess's face before we rejoin the pale blue. And then bring it back round. There we go. Finish off with a pale blue. Okay, so you can see, there you go, and as you go along just sort of tighten things up. and it's mainly the end threads that need tightening. There you go. So that's quite a tangled mess. Turn around. You can see how it is. But as I said in the previous video, these will all tighten up. When you go to sew the end threads in, this will all tighten up. But what you don't want to do is have it too tight across the knitted work. So going back to what I said before, I will work a few more rows and then I'll show you another couple of plain and purl rows.